so we got kind of the shingles roughed out anyways, removed. So now we just got to remove these nails. Just the hammer works good. If you have a flat bar, that also works really good. But because we're not trying to save anything, I'm just using a hammer today. Okay, we'll give it a shot. I don't think it's going to quite come, but close. Just roll it up the roof. Again, it's the safest way. Once you kind of see it starting to move, you can just pick on one side and pull it down gently. You got to be careful because there's sharp edges everywhere, nails poking out. Then come over to the other side. Here's our hole. Good. All right, so now we got our hole. Everything's been removed. The plenum and everything is still in here. There's a lot of ductwork. We're just going to leave all that because we're roofing contractors and we're not an HVAC contractor. So taking care of the electrical wiring, it's in a box safely, taken care of. Next, we're just going to fill in the hole. There's a couple ways you can do this. So one is you can actually cut your plywood back here and just same thing here. This is actually a seam, so you can just rip that out. But the problem is you've got nails here. So you're ruining your blades. So the way I like to do is just, we call these like sistering it or scabbing some wood on. Just slide it underneath here like that, and then we just screw it on. And then the new plywood will just rest right on here. You don't need a framing degree or anything to do this. This is pretty simple. So run a couple screws in there. I always cut the boards a little long so that you can rest on the underside of the existing plywood. Okay, that one's done. We're going to do this next one here. Same way. Put it underneath here. And again, I cut the board long so that I can easily get it level. Hopefully our plywood fits. Now if you notice the difference, I just want to point this out. This is actually plywood. There's layers of plywood here. This is called OSB, oriented strand board. They function in different ways, but both are commonly used here for roof decking, so it's okay to mix the two of them. And sometimes there might be a slight variation. Sometimes this is 7/16, and this is 1/2 inch, or this is 7/16 and this is 1/2 inch. It doesn't really matter, you'll never see that on the roof part. So put it down, always want to put the rough side up, just because it's less slippery with all the granules and stuff on the roof should you step on it. So just dip it in here, and hopefully we can get it fit. All right, that's it. All right, you good? All right, now just nail these guys on. You can also screw it if you have screws, but we're nailing today. You can use just like call them 8-penny nails, 2 3/8, ring shank or smooth nails, fine. Technically code says for roof decking, you gotta be 6 to 8 inches spaced all the way around the edges. So not in the middle because there's nothing there, but on the edges here. So that's what we're gonna do today. right, we've got our hole filled now. Decking is in. Now normally when you do this, you don't have to remove the whole area, but for this, the swamp cooler was so rusted out and leaking, all the shingles are completely degranulated and starting to fail in this area. So we're gonna tear off a larger area, but normally you wouldn't have to do this, but let's see how we do it.